All right, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
All praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh.
Bahashem, Yahweh Shai,
Bahashem, Kakadash. A double honor to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us his truth and who rule well. A peace, love, salutation, and mercy be unto the hopeful elect. All right, it's 2019. It's a year of Charagma. And as you know, all right, there's a lot that's going on concerning the mark of the beast, all right, within prophecy. All right. And Apostle Tahar put out the decree, you know, for us brothers to go into prophecy. And we're the prophets, right? And through prophecy, that's the way that you measure the time. That's the way that you know what time you're in. All right, can you grab 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, begin at verse 1. All right, and the instrument that we use to measure, all right, the time and to know exactly what time we're in and to know what's going on in the world is this Bible.
That's right.
You know, so you have to get into your scriptures. You know, you have to study, and you have to filter everything that's going on in the world through these scriptures. Okay. All right, this is how you know and have an understanding of what's going on, and that's the reason why the Christian church is so bugged the hell out. Okay. All right, they don't know what the hell is going on. All right, because they never get into prophecy. So prophecy is important. All right, go ahead.
2nd Ezra 9:1, and he answered me, and then said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world.
All right, he said, measure the time diligently. All right, what do we use to measure the time? Can you grab Revelation, the 11th chapter? Okay. All right, and begin at verse 1. All right, we use that little reed. All right, we use that reed, which is the scriptures. Go ahead.
Revelation 11:1, and there was again given to me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood saying, rise and measure the temple of Yahweh and the altar and them that worship therein, but the court which is without the temple leave out the measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy cities shall they tread under
42 months.
40 and 2 months, kind of.
So that little reed that was given unto him, all right, to measure the temple, that was the scriptures, man. All right, so we use this to measure. Hey, the scriptures say within the book of 2nd Ezra, if I may get that real fast. This is 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter, in the 47th verse, which reads, it says, and he said unto me, 4 and 37, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times. And he doth not move nor store them until the said measure be fulfilled. So the Lord have measured everything in this world. You know, he created and did everything with balance. So he knew exactly what he was going to have set up and what happened at one specific time. Then he knew what was going to happen at another specific time. All right, when he set it up for a kingdom to be in coming to power, he knew exactly how long that kingdom was going to be in power. He knew exactly what was going to be the sins that kingdom does to cause that kingdom to fall down and to be ended. For an example, Revelations 18:4, Baba Kasha. Okay. Concerning Babylon, our Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai set it up for this kingdom to come into power, all right, because America is Babylon, all right, the daughter of Babylon. So he knew exactly what exactly he wanted this kingdom to do and the sins and the iniquity for this place to perform. And then when he was ready, at the end of them performing and doing the things that they did, that he was going to take this place down. Go ahead, Al.
Revelation 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye see not her plagues, for her sins have reached unto the heavens, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquity.
So the sins of this place have reached up into heavens, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquity. So now Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is ready to take this place down, because they accomplish majority of the things that the Lord set them up to accomplish, majority of the things that he measured out for them to do. All right, last and final, they have to implement this mark of the beast system worldwide. And then when they implement that system, that's when thermonuclear war is going to kick off, which that's how World War III is going to be fought, through thermonuclear destruction. But just to grab this real fast, this is Genesis, the 15th chapter. And I believe that's the 15th chapter, Salakia. Let's see. Just to show you that the Lord has certain kingdoms set up to accomplish certain iniquities and certain sins. And then at the end of that, he brings them down. He brings judgment upon them. See, what you're going to learn is that our power who is in heaven is in control of all things, man. All right? He's in control of all things. This is Genesis, the 15th chapter, I start at 14. It says, and also that nation whom thou shalt serve, all right, will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. This is talking about when Yahweh delivered the children of Israel by way of Yahweh Shai out of the captivity of Egypt. It says, and thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace, and thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation thou shalt come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet fulfilled. So the Lord allowed Israel to be in the land of Egypt in captivity until the iniquity of the Amorites was fulfilled, and then he allowed them to be released from Egypt by way of showing his strong. He released them from Egypt, rather, all right, by ransoming them from the Egyptians and destroying the Egyptians. All right, but they had to wait until the iniquity of the Amorites was fulfilled, just like we have to wait in this captivity until the iniquity of Babylon is fulfilled. But everything is done through measurements. So as the scripture says, it says, measure thou the time diligently. So we're measuring the time by way of going into prophecy, by way of listening to the prophecies of the Bible, or reading the prophecies of the Bible. You should be able to look and see the things that are going on in the world and to know exactly what time you're in. Go ahead.
Or 18?
No, we're done with that. You said you had something.
I had one thing, but we moved on from it. But I'm gonna come out with it anyway. It's Ecclesiastes 8 and 5.
No, that's perfect.
Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. Time. Because of every purpose there is a time and a judgment. Therefore, the misery of a man is great upon him.
Fine. You want to break it down?
Time. Matter of fact, if you go further up in this book, it's a time for everything. You know, it's a time to be born. It's a time to be. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just grab it. That'll be a better precept to come out with.
No, that's what you read, which is fine. That's perfect. Okay. You know, it says a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment, which means that the wise know exactly what time that they're going. The wise know that they're in the time of judgment. And how do they know that they're in the time of judgment? By way of getting into prophecy. All right, the Lord is about to bring a hell of a lot of judgment upon this world, man. All right, the Esau is putting together his mark of the beast system. All right, while that's simultaneously going on, when he's established and make it mandatory for you to receive that mark of the beast, all right, you're going to have the time of Jacob's trouble simultaneously going on right when that's going on. What are they going to do? They're going to persecute the saints. They're going to lock them up in jail. All right, a lot of them are going to be beheaded. You know, and if it be the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you will escape it. All right, but there's a lot of judgment that's coming to this world. And how would you escape those times? The scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. But if you're not getting into prophecy, all right, you're not going to escape that. If you don't believe in prophecy, if you're not looking for these things, then you're not going to escape that. Matter of fact, if you don't warn the people, then there's a lot of blood on your hands, man. So you have to warn the people of the prophecies as well as watch for the prophecies for yourself. You got something?
I
if not, Ezekiel 3:1.
I'd grab Ezekiel 3:1. But,
while you're looking for that, I'll grab Luke, the 21st chapter. All right, this is Luke 21, and starting at verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, the stress of nations with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring. All right, because these times that are coming upon the earth are going to be so bad that people are going to be in a state of perplexity. They're going to be in a state of confusion. All right, to be perplexed is to be confused. All right, you don't want to be the ones that's confused and not knowing what the hell is going on. All right, being confused breeds fear. All right, because the scriptures say that fear is nothing else but the betraying of the succors which reason offereth, which means your ability to make sense of the things that are going on around you. That keeps you calm. But when you don't understand what the hell is going on, that's what causes you to become so fearful and afraid. So people are afraid of the things that they don't know what's going on. When the dollar bill collapses, when there's instability, when there's chaos, when there's famine, when people are rioting in the streets, there's going to be a lot of people in perplexity. Hell, there's people that are perplexed right now. It says, men's hearts fell in them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, which is those chariots, man. All right, people get perplexed when they see chariots in the sky. All right, which the show of those chariots is the Lord showing his power. That's what he's going to use to redeem the elect, redeem those that fear and trust and believe in him through his son Yahushua, that believe upon in Yahushua and worship Yahushua, man. It says, and he spake unto them parables, behold the fig tree and all the trees. All right, when they now shoot forth, ye know of your own selves that summer is nigh at hand. So likewise ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand. So when you see the prophecies that are written within this book come to pass, you know that the kingdom is at hand. All right, but those prophecies are used as what? As a measurement for you to know what time you're in. All right, for you to know exactly what time you're in and how close you are. We don't know the exact date. We don't know the exact moment. We don't know the exact hour. We don't know the exact minute. We don't know the exact second. But when we see these prophecies come to pass, we know that we're close, man. So seeing Esau set up the mark of the beast, we know that we're close, man.
That's right.
Seeing Esau, America, drawn over into the Middle East, sending 3,000 troops over into Saudi Arabia, we know that we're close. Because what does the scripture say, man? When he shall remove far off the northern army. All right. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surefooting and drunkenness in the cares of this life, and that day come upon you unawares. For as unawares shall it come upon all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all those things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. You got it?
Okay, this is Ezekiel 3:1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. And I opened my mouth and took, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll, and I will give thee, and then I will eat it, I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go and get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
Con, go to 33 and 1.
Okay, con. 33 and 33. I had a precept for that one, but I'll come up with it later.
We have to run out
Okay. 33 and 1.
Okay.
And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, in the 1st day of the month, that the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh the king of Egypt.
That's Ezekiel 33 and 1.
Okay. And his multitude, whom are like unto a greatness. Behold, the Assyrians was...
That's not 33 and 1.
33 and 1. Oh, 32. Okay. Revelation 33 and 1.
Not Revelation, Ezekiel.
Oh, Ezekiel 33 and 1. Slakia. And again, the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the children of my people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of that land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, and when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And whensoever he heareth the sound of the trumpet, and take not the warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own hand.
So there you go.
Okay.
You know, so that's the reason that we're supposed to get into prophecy, man, to warn the people and also for our own sakes, man. Okay. So with that,